been a minute. Hang on, let me make sure the audio is doing what I need it to. Oh my gosh. We're just going to put this right here for now. You're going to enjoy my undongos for a little bit. Did I say that right? Sailor Moon hair. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I even bother trying to squeeze in extra days. The minute I say I'm going to try to squeeze something in, something pops up. And it's just like, well, never mind that then. Hang on a second. Are you trying to strangle me? Apparently it is. Oh my gosh. I love Final Fantasy VII. I really do. Please excuse my crooked eyeliner. But I really do love Final Fantasy VII. And I am so freaking excited for Crisis Core, the remaster, to come out. But okay, as you probably already know already, I am a diehard Cloti fan. Okay, Cloud and Tifa, OTP, don't care who knows. Yes, I'm on that side of the shipping debate. Do not care. And you know what? If you want to ship whatever you want to ship, you go right ahead. I do not care. Like, you want to have a problematic ship, you want to have what I don't care. I really don't. Let's just get that out of the way. I really don't care. But with that being said, social media is kind of going to shit. And as somebody that is actively, actually no, you know what? I'm not that active anymore. I've been too busy to be active, and also it's just like it's become like wash, rinse, repeat. Unfortunately, with the shipping debate, and it's getting bad. It's actually happening a lot earlier than a lot of us anticipated, especially now that Crisis Core is coming out, because the subset of a subset of a subset that makes everybody within that shipping wedge of the pie, of the shipping pie, that makes everybody look bad. Now that Crisis Core is coming out, they are imploding, and it's getting bad and it's been touched on many times, and how we're dealing with racism and sexism and all the isms. Oh my gosh, it's getting bad. Oh my gosh, it's getting bad. And Twitter is just becoming a complete dumpster fire. I mean, it's always been a dumpster fire. I don't even know why that's a shocker to me. But, like, every time I peek in, I'm on my phone, like, you know, between clients. And then all of a sudden it's just like, did that really just happen? Between He Who Shall Not Be Named with regards to Jesse, like, going on like a one-man campaign, trying to pretend that he's more than one, but one-man campaign against the official accounts. He is tagging Nojima. He's tagging all of Square Enix, everybody, trying to essentially hold Final Fantasy Crisis Core hostage to delay it so that they can add Jesse in. So we got that going. And then now we've got people going on about how Zack is a womanizer and they're demonizing him. And it's just like, hating Zack is like hating a puppy. How? Oh my gosh. It's becoming such a kerfuffle. And obviously the shipping discourse. I'm talking about the het ships. I mean, actually, no, right now I'm talking about the het ships, but there's some shit going down with the BL ships as well. It's spreading. The Zack hate, or the vindictiveness towards Zack, it's spilling into everything. And unfortunately, it's all starting from the same place. The subset of a subset of a subset that make a lot of Aerith's fans look really freaking bad. Oh my gosh. I just had to, ugh. Yeah, we're gonna, maybe leading up to Crisis Core, I think we're gonna sit down and have a full-on the shipping, or discussion about the shipping debate. I'll make sure that I can braid all my tangents into a cohesive thought. I thought I would have one, but then my cohesiveness decided to flutter away like these butterflies around my fucking face. But no, things are getting interesting. I'm kind of glad that I'm distancing myself from it, mostly because it's the same argument over and over and over again. And how Zach was a womanizer. Aerith is over him. She loved Cloud more. Cloud, when he had sex with Tifa underneath the Hidewind, he was thinking about Aerith, even though 10 minutes after her death, he's snowboarding. I'm just like, Ollie. But and how, and we have other people that are like, oh, Tifa, oh, thank you for the follow. How you doing? I appreciate the love. You know, I need all of it. I am whinging about everything with regards to Final Fantasy VII, which I absolutely adore, but I am glad I have distanced myself enough so that I can look at it and be like, not my monkey, not my circus. Not my monkey, not my circus. There are better people than me that have more time than I do, or rather their timing is a little bit better than mine, that they're fighting the good fight. Every now and again I'll throw in a good punch, but since I am stuck here on Twitter for a little bit longer as far as my social media space, I'm still waiting for Hive to finish its update. So yeah, side note, Hive Social is currently my favorite of the alternatives to Twitter, but they have shut down their servers for a little bit while they try to fix their security issues. So they actually recently found that their security features could easily be breached. So rather than try to piecemeal it into a working order, now that they have millions of subscribers now, supposedly, or allegedly, I don't see the numbers. I don't know where to look for the numbers. And you know what? I'm going to take their word at face value. There have been reports on it elsewhere. But yeah, rather than wait till somebody gets hacked, they're working on that. So, but once they're fixed, you're going to see at the, hang on a second, wrong way. In the bottom corner right there, where I've got my little handles, all with Alexander's, I'm going to add Hive right back in there. And maybe like delete Twitter, because Twitter is a cesspool. I really only use it for advertising and to read ThreadFix. Oh my gosh, ThreadFix are my life right now. Just give me my Lanzhan and Wei Ying ThreadFix, my Huasheng and Sherliang. I'm good. Give me my Chinese BL dramas, ThreadFix. That's the only thing I'm on Twitter for. Everything else, I don't see it. It's not here. It's all in the background. Don't care. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the shipping debate because it's... I should show you some of it. You know what? I gotta make sure I gotta hide their names first, though, because your girl is not gonna be doxing people in the wrong way. But, just... like... oh my gosh. It's... fortunately, I have most of these people blocked, and yet I still see the madness, like, trickling in onto my feed, no matter what I do to mute and block and hide and do all the things. Ooh, that's hot. Another reason why I have to, like, check and vet before I put these things up is because I enjoy a lot of Chinese BL dramas, and things get spicy on my timeline. Yes, I am a BL shipper. Do not judge me. You can probably get away with calling me a fetishizer as far as stories are concerned. Probably. I mean, I'm a rainbow flag waving hippie also, but that's a whole other ball game. Okay, where is the thing? You'd think I'd be more prepared for this. Nah, I thought I was just gonna like vent a little bit and then start playing. But nah, you gotta see some of the madness that has... It's getting bad. Okay, you know what? My queen is fighting the good fight. We're gonna... She is my queen. Do not judge me. Yes, I worship Stygian. I love her. She is the best. But also, she is the most articulate when it comes to throwing some punches. Because these jerkwads, they need a good punch. I'm just saying. They need a good punch. And it's great. Alrighty. One day I'll be more prepared for these things. Yeah, Smash Brothers is also a whole... Oh my god. You know what? Social media is just imploding right now. You notice that? Between Mario, people having an issue with the fact that Princess Peach has her Mario Kart outfit for part of the most recent trailer, as if she hasn't had that outfit forever. But no, because she's wearing pants, she's not as feminine. It's just like, but what if I want to wear pants? Does that make me less girly? I like pants. Okay, like, I'm fluffy. I got chub rub. Ugh. Okay. Alright, I'm already eating too much of your time trying to find it. I'm not next Friday, but the Friday after, when we play Crisis Core. We're probably gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into that. And then, yeah, Friday after next, after Crisis Core is released, I might say to heck with everybody and be like, no, I know we're playing Jak and Daxter on Mondays and Wednesdays until I beat Frontier. I'll be like, you know what? Jak and Daxter can wait. My husband finally dropped, and I absolutely adore Zach. I will climb that man like a tree. I do not care. My husband. One of my husbands. I have a harem. But anywho, I've yammered on pointlessly, so let's enjoy some Final Fantasy, pick up where we left off. It's been a minute, but fortunately I played this game so much, I kind of remember it all. Not a bad thing. Okay, where's my... There we go. So... Hang on. Why is there sound? I muted you. Mute? Oh, it's you. Oh, have I told you that I'm special? It's been... Yeah. I know I'm not supposed to say it, but you know what? I really am. I am scatterbrained. My ADD is all over the place. My brain does not work in a streamlined fashion. But that makes me special. And not in a bad way. You know what? I am cute special. See, I've got undangles and everything. So my Sailor Moon hair is great. Alright, so what do I... you know what? I am going to... Yes, we're going to start this chapter from the beginning. Because I said so. We're going to play a couple chapters. No, I'm not playing on hard. Your girl is in this for the story right now. I want story. If I'm gonna struggle, no, I'm good. So we're going to play. We're gonna play through 12 and 13, and then I was about to say I was gonna try to squeeze in another day, but I know better. I know better. So we're going to play 12 and 13. And then we are going to jump to episode Yuffie, because that's where it left off, or that's where the next chapter is in her story. And then we will figure out closer to the time. We'll see what my stamina looks like. I've got my energy drink right here, because I'm ready to stay up for a little bit longer. So we're going to play pretty much until I get tired. But yeah, so we're going to play 5 Quick Survival. Normal. No, I'm not doing easy. I'm a big old baby, but not that much of a big old baby. So let me adjust my windows here. I need another monitor. That's what I need. I need another monitor. That way I can do the things. Oh yeah, this is why I was doing this, because my brother is out again. You know, because if he's got a social life, that means I can't have one. So if my mom needs me at any point, I will have to pause, drop everything, take care of my mom, do all that. I am putting the messenger on my screen because I am ill prepared. So, you know, I might as well just like have her like watch my stream. That way she can just message the chat. I don't care if anybody else sees my mother being like telling me to do shit. and all that good stuff. I don't care. You can all say hi, Mom. Alright, so let's do this. I think
Attention, avalanche! You are surrounded. Stand down and surrender to public security immediately. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists. Resist and we will use lethal force. I repeat, Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists. Resist and we will use lethal force.
Got your lethal force right here, asshole!
Stop! I said stop!
no!
Drop the weapon now!
You fat prick!
Antifa! Anti-fascism! Fight me!
Dropping the whole plate. Just like that. No. No way! Tifa!
You see, one of you needs to have a hand on her at all times, okay? Tifa does not do smart shit when she's under duress. I can't blame her. But no, she's not allowed unsupervised. I should have worn my Tifa earrings. Didn't think that through.
Please, let us through!
He's not the smartest person, too.
What are you?
Dementors, they suck out all the happiness in your
Cloud!
life.
Tifa! We have to get past, whatever it takes. Right.
No, I'm probably gonna be crucified for this.
No escape.
But, and I know there's a lot of theory crafters that there are a lot of theory crafters that look at the whispers and see, oh, things are gonna change. The story's gonna change, even though we haven't started for months, over a year already.
Come on!
Nothing is
Come on! Here he comes!
the main story is going to be something that they all done.
One more shot!
Deal with that.
Let me handle it! There's too many!
But yeah, there are those in the theory crafting community that see this and they think, oh,
Aerith?
the game is going to change. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on!
And you know what? That's fine. I get it. Like, but at the same time, one of my main issues with the theory crafters, especially with regards to the whispers and how it correlates with what the developers have said repeatedly, ad nauseum, over and over again, is that the main story beats are going to stay the same. The differences being, like, with how the Honeybee Inn is now a cabaret. It makes sense, and they upgraded and updated. That makes sense. But the main story beat is still the same. Almost broke my own rules.
What you got? Come on!
His voice carries. I should have played the opera.
That's Barrett!
Ah!
They're trying to take out the pillar.
I know.
I have to go back. Barrett and the others are still...
Stop. Stay with Wedge. I'm going up.
Sure.
I'm going too. I can still fight.
The fuck you can?
Biggs, they were shooting at me and he...
Wedge, please. Let Cloud handle it.
Don't worry, I'll patch him up.
Hang on, guys. Help is coming.
I have to say this because if I don't say it,
Wedge,
I'm gonna forget. but
listen to me. You stay here with
this is
them.
important to me to say. Of the three members of Avalanche, or the three silver trio, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse.
About time you showed up.
If I could have any one of them survive, it would be fucking Wedge. I love you, Biggs. I would ride you into the ground. Happily.
Gotta do my part to
Wedge
clear the
needs to be
path
protected.
before you steal the show.
You see, he's a sexy Charlie Sheen. I don't care. I would ride that man into the ground. I would be a jockey on their favorite chocobo. Would ride that man. But Wedge. If I could have any single one of them survive, Wedge. But unfortunately, which plays into my statement, the main story beats are going to stay the same. Maybe some of the locations that we visit will be at a different timing, but at its core, the same story beats are going to stay the same. Why would the developers, this has been their baby for 25 years. They've been milking this cash cow for 25 years. Why would they...
I'm getting sick of this. Don't they have anything better to do?
Why would they allow themselves to be called liars?
Shit! What's wrong with these people? This is Echo 1-3. L2 is quiet.
What do you think is wrong with them? They're trying to survive, motherfuckers! Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to get but, so they said repeatedly, I'm not like this. They are not changing it. Who dares? Because at the end of the day,
Call
the
it
story
fire.
that we love, the story that we have nostalgia for,
Time to burn.
is Final Fantasy VII.
Was never in
Why
doubt.
would they make changes when this, at least for the core developers, they're getting ready to retire. They're getting ready to like go out in a blaze of glory, maybe like do like a victory lap or two, but they trying to retire, okay? Why would they make like a crazy, tiny-whiny, multiple timelines, or everybody lives, nobody dies, you know, like a fix-it-fic kind of thing with their work? It makes no friggin' sense why they would do that. And they've also said repeatedly, they're not changing the story. So, as much as I love Wedge and I want him to survive, he doesn't die here. Obviously, we know he didn't. He fell out of Shinra. He's pasta sauce on the sidewalk, okay? Because they recanonized Advent Children. They recanonized On a Way to a Smile. Barrett's story is predicated on Avalanche being dead. Which means that even if they don't die now, they're gonna die later. The story doesn't change. Even though the relationship between Cloud and Aerith, they removed some scenes because it resulted in some confusion. But at the end of the day, they are going to become friends. They are they're all becoming friends. They are becoming each other's loved ones. He is going to be sad when she dies. And she's gonna fucking die. Like, they've been giving us freaking context clues and all that the entire time. Her dying is not changing. Maybe they will change the timing of it, but she's gonna die. Biggs, love him, want to ride him into the ground. Gonna die. Yes, we see him in the freaking, whatchamacallit, Leaf orphanage, but just because he's alive now doesn't mean he's not going to be dead later.
Coming!
It's just,
Don't think you're gonna get away
yes,
with
they
it!
made some changes. But the overall story, it's 95% the same. The 5% that they changed
Let's go.
is to clear up inconsistencies that were in the OG. Like, again, we are going to, which I'll probably touch on that one a little bit further in, because I'm going to go on one of my rants. I already know I am, even from now. I don't even know why I'm on looking for the Remake. I've done it so many times.
Give me a break. Time to
who
get
dares?
serious. Bam! Calling lightning.
They got rid of the prison scene
Was never in doubt.
Shinra building. I think that was for the best because it confused the story. So they got rid of it because one, it didn't make Aerith look good, and two, they decided to have a more. They decided to further the relationship between the characters. Demento. Is it like looking into the void?
Biggs!
Like I said, I have many husbands. Very many husbands.
You made it. No, I might not. Hey, is Wedge?
Don't worry. He'll bounce back.
Exactly. He's fluffy like me. We've got plenty of
That's
padding.
good to hear. Could have used some extra padding myself.
Don't talk.
It's pretty bad up there. Cloud, promise me, don't let it be for nothing.
I won't.
You're a good man. Giving me that comfort. Oh, one more thing. The Leaf House. It's an orphanage. In the Sector 5 slums. The kids, they're great. I used to visit.
That you'll have to do yourself.
Let me guess. Not a fan of kids.
No.
But you have so much in common.
I like how he doesn't pull away from Biggs.
Good luck, Cloud. Our future is in your hands.
Cool guy pose. Biggs. Read Traces of Two Pasts. You get a little bit
This
of
isn't
Biggs'
over.
backstory, and it's great. You actually get to meet him before he gets his name in Aerith's portion of the book. Turns out he was abandoned as a baby, and it's just like, my husband deserved so much more than that. Didn't have a name, they just called him X. So it's just like, but yeah, you'll actually get more of his story and Traces of Two Paths. As of right now, there is no official English translation. It keeps getting pushed back. The French is available now, so if you can speak French, then you've got some. Or if you speak Japanese, obviously, it came out in Japanese first. Funny enough, the subset of a subset of a subset, as I like to call them. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Calling
In private, I unfortunately, when it comes to the subset of a subset of a subset, I am two-faced. And what I mean by being two-faced is that in public, I will not disparage all of them, if that makes sense. I won't say all clerics are bad. However, my lived experience is antithetical to that statement, unfortunately. So that's why I use subset of a subset of a subset, because they're not, I don't want to advocate demonizing all of them, especially considering the fact that it isn't everybody. There are good clerics. But with that being said, just I have dealt with the worst of the worst. Let's just put it that way. And with that in mind, a lot of it is, and this tangent has something to do with Biggs caressing or putting his hand on Cloud's face. That action isn't inherently romantic. And there was also the reminder, not just for shippers, because obviously shippers are just like a small subset. All shippers, not just a subset of a subset of a subset. I mean, all shippers are just like a small segment of the fandom of Final Fantasy VII. It is a very far-reaching fandom, because there's a reason why the game has lasted as long as it has, and why it's been, or why so many are endeared to it the way that they are. That being said, Biggs, when he said that Cloud is a good man, we're not just talking about Biggs talking to Cloud. I feel as if that, because there's so many misunderstandings with regards to Cloud's character, we all need that reminder that Cloud is a good man, in spite of the front that he puts forth, because he wants to be a hard ass. He wants to give off this illusion of, I'm a badass, nothing can get to me, nothing can hurt me, nothing can knock me down. And that's part of his prickly exterior, and you learn a little bit more as you delve deeper into his psyche watching him fragment. And what it really boils down to is that Cloud as a whole is a good man. But we, the audience, because when the game was originally released, we only had dialogue. And if you got the wrong dialogue, or if you had the wrong party, you only saw an asshole. He's not prickly, an asshole. So then we have people in fandom that go on that are advocating, oh, he's a hard ass. He doesn't care that his mom died. He only cares about this. Or he would leave Tifa and Zack to die, or he would betray them for Aerith's memory, or he would abandon his children. And it's just, do you hear yourself? What media would push forward the hero of their story to be absolute garbage? Like, even anti-heroes wouldn't go that far, at least as far as, unless, given the age range and what have you, why would they push someone so detestable as their main character? They're not going to. A hard ass, yes. An asshole, yes. I mean, if you want emo edgelord, you've got Squall in Final Fantasy VIII for like the first 2 discs. I'm rounding up because he starts softening pretty early. I mean, they don't stay hard asses. But the dark, edgy, prickly hero is just that, just prickly. They are not full-on assholes. Cloud is a good man. So why would, going back to the previous discussion, or what we started the discussion as, you have the subset of a subset of a subset going on about how Cloud would betray Zack's memory and try to hook up with his girl, or how he would betray Aerith's memory by having sex with Tifa a couple weeks after she dies, even though supposedly he's madly in love romantically in love with Aerith, even though he's only known her for like 3 weeks. That is the accepted time frame of Final Fantasy VII. It takes place over the span of a month. So Aerith dies within a couple weeks of them knowing her. So they apparently fell in love that quick. But they expect us to think that he's going to mourn her loss, which he does, but he's going to use Tifa as a fleshlight, essentially. Just like a warm body to just like project Aerith's image onto, knowing what Aerith meant to Zack and that he died trying to get to Aerith. And Cloud has to live with that regret because the only reason Zack didn't make it to Aerith was because of him. He died because he would not abandon Cloud, because Zack is also a good man. He is the idolized hero. And that's what makes Zack's story such a tragedy. And that's why, even though we know the story that's going to happen, they say it's a remaster, not a remake. It's a remaster of Crisis Core. Even though we know what's going to happen, it's going to hit hard. And I'm letting you know from now. Yes, I am kind of lazy. I just throw on eyeliner and a lip gloss or lipstick. I might not do that for the playthrough or for most of the playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, because your girl is gonna cry and I'm gonna have like the streaks down my cheeks and look like a friggin' raccoon, a wet raccoon. Wet raccoons are still cute raccoons, but you get what I mean. So it's just, unfortunately, regardless of how long the fandom has existed, and regardless of the 25 years worth of compilation data, or data, listen to me comparing us to computers, we have 25 years worth of compilation, and yet we still have Twitter and some Discord channels going on about how it, like, portraying Cloud as the scum of the earth. And it's just like, to what end? Cloud is a good man. Just, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, one, the cheek caress is not inherently romantic. There's a lot that goes into, or that contextualize a cheek caress or head caress. Because unless, which I would be into it, but what are we gonna say? Cloud and Biggs are romantic? They've only known each other a couple days. You don't fall in love that fast. Love at first sight does not exist. Lust at first sight does. You can be infatuated with somebody at first sight. Love at first sight don't exist. I will fight you on this one. So, like, even Disney is backing away from love at first sight. That trope does not exist. It's extremely toxic and is delusional to pursue love at first sight as if that is the metric. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a 31-year-old vegetable. "31-year-old hermit." Oh wait, I'm gonna be 32 next year. Okay. I'll survive. Oh, just letting you know, I'm going to be petty in a few minutes. So fucking petty. Oops, sorry, dude. I know you're a corpse, but... I hope in the next installment we are able to control aerial combat, even if it's just a little. I would very much like to be able to jump! Jump! I mean, yeah, you can move the menu button to, like, triangle. Move it to triangle! And that way, we can jump. Or, you know, have the circle button. Just we have 2 buttons that you can assign a jump feature to. Triangle, circle. One or the other. Just let me jump. I want to jump. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm not. Alright, so let's get on through. Onwards. What? Oh, I did not miss. I got it. Don't worry, pretty boy. Nothing's gonna happen.
Testing. Testing. Attention, Avalanche scum. We know all about your evil plans to destroy the pillar. But the Turks, but Shinra, that's us, won't let you get away with it. So go crawl back into whatever hole you crawled out of, or something. That ought to do it, right?
Turn off the mic, doofus.
Good enough.
Wait, I know you. Mr. First Class. First class asshole. Gotcha now! You ain't got nowhere to run! Not good.
Will you stop attacking my husband?
Throw down your weapon and surrender. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists.
That's true. There's such gremlins.
Man, screw this cheap-ass play.
Get down! My queen! Just
Thank
the
you.
awe in
That was a
Erica's
close
eyes.
one.
How is it?
Much better, thanks.
I'm sorry. I can't stay here. I have to help them. Go. Follow your heart. Aerith. There's a bar in the center of town, Seventh Heaven. I need you to...
Get Marlene to safety, right? It's okay. I'll find her.
Huh? Can you take her to the bar for me, Wedge?
Consider it done. Now get up there and kick Shinra's ass.
Yes. Just the awe that
Come on.
Aerith looks at Tifa
Seventh
with
Heaven is this way.
is why.
Wedge!
Hang on, I just gotta say this. Just, I wish fandom would treat the girls the way that they treat each other, at least within Remake. Because OG was messy. And this is coming from somebody that has Final Fantasy VII on a pedestal. That was my first video game. Full stop. First video game. And now, yes, there are valid criticisms for both characters. I was going to say some more so than others, but I think it's more of your lived experiences that will dictate whether or not which legitimate character flaws bother you the most. But in game, instead of telling us, oh, they're friends, no, they're showing us they're friends. They're fast friends. And the way that Aerith looked up at Tifa, just like idolizing her. And if you read Traces of Two Paths, as you learn more of their backstory, you realize, yes, you want their friendship to blossom, to bloom, all of the things, all of the flower analogies. Just. I'm right there with you, Aerith. I'm right there with you.
Wait!
But I will be petty in a minute.
You guys can't stay here!
Okay,
Come
get
on,
out
come on!
Out from
How else
between
are we
your
supposed
knees
to get to
and
Wall
run.
Market? Sir, you need to step away from the gate.
You have to open the gate! If you don't let these people through!
Back off! It's not gonna happen.
Wedge!
I'm no good. Not to anyone up there or down here.
No, you're perfect, baby.
That's not true, Wedge.
Exactly.
Don't give up hope yet. We could still save a lot of lives.
You don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you? I want to believe that we can still win somehow.
She's naive. She's not stupid.
But something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning. Just this feeling. Know what I mean?
It's called guilt.
Yeah, I do. But that's no excuse to give up. I don't want to look back one day and wish I'd done it different. Right here, right now. I need to know I did everything I could.
My teddy bear.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. But I am sure I don't want to regret the choices I make tonight. Our lives are in your hands. If you don't open up, we're all gonna die.
Close it!
No, sir! I will not obey that order! This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly!
You can't just wait!
Wedge! Seventh Heaven is just down this road, isn't it?
Head straight and look right. You can't miss it.
Don't worry about me.
All right, I'll get these people to safety.
They're so cute. All right.
Get out of Sector 7, please! We need to get as far away from Sector 7 as possible, right now!
Chest.
Go to Sector 5 or 6! Anywhere but here! You all have to get out of Sector 7, now, please!
Slow down. Do you know what's going on? What do they want with the pillar?
Well, there's still time, but...
They're going to drop the plate on us?
Yes.
Those sons of bitches! What good do they think that'll do?
Feel free to cry about it later. Right now, we need to get everyone to safety.
Wait, the watch should clear the roads first.
Ah, good thinking. Up to it. Avalanche, I take it?
Just a friend.
Tell Tifa to lay low. We'll take care of things here.
I will say, I am an unjustified critic. I have nothing to contribute to the
I've got
discussion.
to get to Seventh Heaven.
Thank you.
What are you doing here? Get out
That's
before you
it.
get yourself
But yeah,
killed.
I have
God,
no
look
space
out.
to criticize. But this chapter had the best emoting.
no.
Yeah, it had the best emotion with Aerith and her voice actors. The best. This is actually one of Aerith's best chapters. Period. Full stop.
Marlene!
It is her best chapter. Only issue is hustle. Move thy legs.
We need water! Hurry! The
Again,
fire's
her best
ready!
chapter. But she needs to move those twigs, as she calls legs, and hustle.
Marlene!
directionally challenged.
Damn it! How the hell
Not
did they
really. It
expect us
doesn't
to
take that much for me to.
There's a way out! Over there!
Gotta get through. Gotta
I get
find a
sober
way.
really quickly. Oh, whoops, hang on. Espérate un momentito. Let me fix. Oh, that's where it is. Better? Is that better? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you flatter me. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad. Okay, come on. Hustle!
Finally. Hold on.
Daddy!
Oh, you poor thing.
My little girl!
I know it must hurt. But you've
Go
got
with the grain.
Okay?
Come on, keep moving this way. Hey, hey, over here. Come on.
I'll take you to her. Ready?
Thank you. But yeah. Okay, Aerith, hustle! That little girl is not that heavy. Knees to chest. This is the only issue I have with this chapter.
Will someone tell me what the hell is going on?
Only issue.
My leg!
She's not that heavy.
Come on, we've got to go too.
But she's just like la-di-da-di-dying. Woman!
We can get through this. We just have to work together.
Exactly. It's like, you know, in like the 50s where girls would have to like pinch the quarter between their knees in order to like, as a way of protecting their virtue. That's what I keep thinking. It's just that, okay, that's why she runs so slow. Drop the quarter and run.
Of course.
Or was it a nickel?
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Daddy! You'll be fine.
Sweet ass time. Just, okay. Hustle.
That way's already.
Oh, it was a dime? Okay. Alright.
Please, I need to get through. This is it.
Alright.
Almost there.
There's still.
Alright, we got another helicopter. Everyone's shoving Aerith out of the way. She's like a $120 soaking wet. Okay? Stop shoving her around.
One more bird lost. Probably for the best. After all.
Okay, we're just gonna have to look it up later.
Change of plans. You can take it from here. Someone's been a little too adventurous.
Sung no toke. Okay? She is too young for you. Just. I do like that they kind of changed Sung's affections
Please be okay.
for Aerith to be something a little less
Hold on,
creepy.
Marlene. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like I said, this is her best chapter, but it's just like, I want her to drop the damn coin and run. Where is my little girl? You know how I said I don't like kids? Marlene is the exception to the rule. Where's my little girl? Oh, look at how cute
You're
she
Marlene, right?
Who are you?
is. With her big brown eyes, and she makes you so cute.
I'm a friend of Tifa's.
Pepita's a teenager, so
Right now,
there's a different
she's with
age
Cloud
group.
and the others.
Marlene is 4.
Daddy too?
My favorite toddler.
You mean Barrett? Yep, he's there too.
Wait, Daddy's not coming home?
Not yet. That's why I came to find you. Tifa asked me to. She said, take care of Marlene. The thing is, this place isn't safe now. I'm gonna take you somewhere safer, okay?
Are they gonna destroy the bar? Are they gonna destroy our house?
Yeah, Pepita's 14 years old. They're I remember correctly. I think she was 14 years old. Oh.
I know it's hard.
Oh.
Just remember, you still have your daddy. You can build a new home together. Anywhere.
Bar none.
Shall we go?
Best chapter for Aerith. And my Marlene, my baby. So, hang on a second. I know I'm breaking my own rules, but... I do like Aerith's face structure, except
so
more
nice.
so in,
Like her flower.
I forgot what it was called. In her full cinematic render, I actually do like her facial structure. However, the in-game model versus the cinematic model, it's like two different faces. It's not as bad as Tifa's model, but it's different. I do prefer Aerith's cinematic model, though. Now, before I forget...
We'll grow lots of flowers at your new house.
Do you think that I could help too?
So the
course
reference to Aerith
Hey,
smelling
what's
good
your
and like the
favorite
flowers is actually a Zack reference, because Zack actually made Aerith a perfume that she wears regularly. It's one of his gifts to her. It's really sweet. That's fair.
You led us on a merry chase, Aerith.
Yeah, he made her a perfume.
So,
Super sweet. He like plowed her with gifts. Like he is very, very. One of his love languages is giving presents, and it's super sweet. It is the sweetest thing ever.
Before you say another word, know that your options are limited.
there's nothing to be scared of, okay? How about we make a deal?
I love Aerith in this chapter. This is my favorite Aerith chapter of all, because yeah, she was able to stand up to Hojo in a later chapter, but it's just in this one, I don't know, I just felt as if she was stronger in this chapter because she still had her power, her autonomy. She was, even though she is sacrificing her freedom in this instance, favorite Aerith chapter.
Gotta move.
She does. My gremlin.
Stairs.
Two birds with one shitload of bullets.
What the hell?
Nice catch.
You're crazy.
Just like you. So suck it up, because I'm not leaving.
Alright, you want to know what the theory crafters should be doing it? Or should be doing? They should be asking how or why Rude has his crush. That's what the theory crafters should be working on, okay? Is it because of Zangan or Zangan? Like, you know.
And Wedge?
I asked him to show her the way.
Okay.
Okay, why are we ducking
Stop
behind him?
us. Right?
Yeah.
Then let's keep moving.
Yes.
Where do you
Yes,
think
my
you're
lord.
going? Favor us, speak up.
But anywho's it. So yeah. That's okay. How do I get rid of this damn thing? It's been a minute. Ow. Sorry.
Alright.
Buttons. I'm hitting the buttons. Is there anything over here?
too, but
Where
I'm
are you? I lost my train of thought. Really? Oh my god. Yeah, he does do that sometimes. But in OG, funny enough, there's the mechanic. He will not. There are times where he won't touch her. Even if she's the last woman standing. He'll just he'll move forward, then ... and then he just moves back. He won't touch her. I once had a playthrough where Tifa was my last woman standing, right? And everybody else had been knocked out.
I see you.
Yeah, that's my theory. But anywho's it. So,
Like this.
I think I did. Yes, I did. So yeah, all my characters were knocked out. They were out cold. And then, fire is what you use against humanoids.
Well, if this is how you want to play it, that's
But yeah,
fine by
so
me.
I was able to restore my entire party because Rude would not touch Tifa. Would not touch her. And I'm just like, I'm gonna exploit this. Fortunately, Shinra is, they employ strictly Americans, which means that we can't shoot for shit. So between the Americans and the stormtroopers, we're good. There's no other excuse. That's all I've got. Alright, my Chaos Gremlin. I do love Rude and Reno though. Even if they're bad, I like watching bad things happen to them. Cloud, don't do it. She's got shorts under there.
What was that?
Okay, here's where the petty bitch in me is gonna come out. Just
So, how'd you guys rate my latest and greatest design? 11 out of 10?
well, Tifa's about to get a good spanking. But I digress.
Today's your unlucky day. 'Cause
Okay,
I never
so
miss.
let's take a moment. Because apparently there's a debate about this. Does she look like a redhead to you? Because that looks like a brunette to me. I'm just saying. That does not look like a brunette or a redhead. I fetishize redheads, okay? I am addicted to redheads with very few exceptions. Does she look like a redhead to you? Because he who shall not be named who is the president, vice president, treasurer, speaker of the house, all of the things for the Jessie fan club. Like, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's brunette, right? Brunette. Hi, Mare. How you doing? Just. I am in love with redheads. I have a fetish for redheads, with very few exceptions. There are very few redheads that I don't like. Jean Grey being the main one. Yes, the petty benches are together. I'm just letting you know from now, though, my petty is going to be coming out in a minute. No, I will keep fetishizing the redheads because I love myself some gingers, especially the women. Here is the rule with gingers, okay? They're either traffic stopping gorgeous or they aight. And the ones that are aight, they cute. Okay? Gingers. Especially if they got freckles. Whew. Give me a freckled ginger. Exactly. But still, redhead. That is not a redhead. Okay. I just had to say it because he who shall not be named might be colorblind. She's a brunette. And that was not a good pitch. And you know what? Even without Traces of Two Paths kind of muddying the waters a little bit, I am not Jesse's biggest fan. Between her completely disregarding Cloud's boundaries and stabbing Tifa in the back the way that she does, I want to jump! We have two... Yes, but we have two extra unassigned buttons. Let me use them to jump.
What?
Seems we've lost control of the top floor.
Our guys are seriously struggling to take down these assholes?
Anyway, we may
Yes.
need to intervene personally.
Whatever you say, partner.
Oh, there you
Keep
are.
them busy, will ya?
Burn, baby! So, alright, so pretty much what the story is that... Second. Can I do it? Oh, no, there you are. In Traces of Two Paths... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, my queen. The relationship between Tifa and Jesse is definitely one-sided. And it's all on Jesse's terms. Again, I say, get Traces of Two Paths. It's a great book. Trust me. But, hang on a second, let me pause this. Alright, so in Traces of Two Paths, at least with regards to Jesse and Tifa's relationship, Jesse kind of... She's the only female peer that Tifa has. So Tifa kind of latches onto that friendship, which, understandable. But Jesse, in turn, essentially, like, how's the best way to put it? Like, if Jesse didn't find her, then a cult would have found her, and it would have been... They would have preyed on her weakness because she was literally in a place of just recovering from a lot of shit. She is literally psychologically drained at this point, which makes her a perfect target. And throughout a lot of it, Jesse introduces Tifa to Avalanche. She kind of indoctrinates her a little bit, and then she dips. She just vanishes. And Tifa's never able to find Jesse unless Jesse wants to be found. It's a whole thing. I am glossing over a lot. But throughout their relationship, Tifa actually opens up to Jesse and tells her about her life story and everything that she's gone through, all her hardships, her pain, everything. And they're supposedly friends. But throughout the story, the implication is that Jesse's almost using Tifa to an extent, which that's what it feels like. And then, as we remember in chapter 3, where Cloud, after she meets Cloud and everything like that, the implication is that Jessie, even if she doesn't know everything, she knows enough about Tifa's past and the fact that, and then here's some dude comes from her past, and everybody by this point can already tell that something's going on between them. And she disparages Tifa behind Tifa's back to her childhood friend. After we learn that she knows a lot about her and her life, it's very two-faced, very backstabby. It's extremely inappropriate. It was not Jessie's place to comment the way that she did. It was very two-faced. She was trying to damage the relationship between Cloud and Tifa. And she was also, and that's not including all the flirting that she's done and be like, hey, are you two a thing? Because I'm just gonna slip right in. And it's just like, and when it was just Advent Children, I always viewed it as inappropriate. Did I like Jessie as a character? It's hard to explain. Like, I think she's a well-written character. Avalanche themselves, Biggs, Wedge, Jessie, they're well-written characters. I enjoyed them. Like, the fleshing out that was done between their OG incarnations and Remake is, oh my gosh, amazing. We care about them, even though we knew that they were going to die. They were like, what, 30 minutes of time for us, and we, in the OG, but now we care. But that doesn't negate the fact that you have somebody that is her teammate, and she's trying... Oh, wait, hang on a second. Alright, yeah, that was weird. There was a weird hiccup, so I was waiting for you guys to come back in. Yeah, it did. It was super weird, so I'm kind of waiting for everybody to trickle back in. I need a better computer, let's just put it that way. But anywho's it, where was my train of thought? It's most likely a tech issue on my end. I am literally using an all-in-one kind of computer. I will eventually have a proper setup, hopefully. But anywho's it, with regards to Jessie before Traces of Two Paths came out, it can still be implied like, okay, they're not really friends. It's just girls being catty. It does happen. I'm annoyed by it, but it's... Oh, if only he had the brains for it. Well, no, he probably does. He's in the modding community from what I've heard. But yeah, so it still makes sense, kind of, that she and Tifa don't get along within the premise of Remake, because they are on two opposing sides of the argument about how far is too far when going against Shinra. And, oh well, I don't know if there are Jessie nude mods, and in all honesty, I don't even know. I mean, you can now mod Jessie over everybody else if you want to go that route. I would not. And this is probably where petty me comes into play. I don't care that she died. Or rather, no, I did care that she died originally, but because of He Who Shall Not Be Named, petty me is all like, die, bitch, die, die. In fact, you know what? Not only do I want her to be dead, I want her to be resurrected, just so that she can be murdered brutally on screen, so He Who Shall Not Be Named can suck a dick. And not just any dick. No, we don't want him to suck on a nice one. We want him to suck on a diseased one. Okay? He Who Shall Not Be Named will have to enjoy the view of Jessie getting brutally murdered, and then I'll feel happy. That's what petty me wants. And the thing is, with the way that he's behaving, half of the developer team, they petty benches, okay? Give them a reason to be petty, and they will be, okay? The only thing that's giving me pause with that theory is the fact that the game is pretty far in development. It's going to be released next year unless Square Enix pulls a Square Enix. So it's kind of too late to like add in, okay, we're going to slip her in only to have her brutally massacred kind of thing. At least in time to maintain the same quality overall, because we don't want their quality to suffer for the petty. Yeah, we don't want the quality to suffer for the petty. But petty me, as you can see, petty me's coming out a little bit. Petty me wants to have Jess. You know what? I do want Jessie to come back. I want her to be dead right now. And then when she comes back, have her be brutally murdered. Like the thing that they're going to do to Sonon, I want them to just swap out Sonon's model and replace it with Jessie's model. And then, yes, brutally murdered in our face, just so he who must not be named suffers. Exactly. Yep, I do that. I think the manipulation actually started before she realized how much of an asset Tifa was, at least as far as martial arts is concerned. Because she doesn't really see Tifa actually kick ass until later when it comes time to get her money back, because give me my money, bitch. Give me my money. Just, bitch better have my money. It was beautiful. It was glorious. When she kicked that man's ass, mwah, it was for all of us. Mm-hmm. You know what? Honestly, Mare, I am almost there, but I've distanced myself a little bit from the madness, but I did see some of his more recent tweets. His Anti-Ferrith account. Pretty soon I'm gonna be on board with sacrificing quality first for some brutal murders. And by brutal murders, I mean Jesse being brought back only to be murdered again, and then brought back only to be murdered again. Like that one chick from Resident Evil. They bring her back, kill her, and then bring her back and then kill her, and then, exactly that. I'm talking about the movies. I haven't played the game just because I'm a coward. Oh my gosh, let me adjust because my butt's going numb. And yes, I'm wearing the wrong Final Fantasy shirt. It's just I don't have a lot of clean clothes right now. I've neglected my house. Exactly. And this is coming from somebody who I adore Wedge. But honestly, the theory crafters make it so that it's just like they're making it hard. They're making it hard for me. And Petty Bench is all about, you know what? Do the thing that you gotta do so that the theory crafters can choke on it. Because small theory, no, not Alice. Oh, frack, what was her name? I forgot the actress's name. Puerto Riqueña. Rain. She played Rain in the movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, not Alice. It was Rain, the Latina, because you know the people of color have to die first. You know that. Oh, thank you. This is the one that I originally had. Yeah, Michelle Rodriguez. But that's neither here nor there. Let's I've have a lot against Jessie, but I like Jessie's addition to the story, if that makes sense. Because she's a complex, well-written character, even if it's by accident. Because I kind of feel as if Nojima, when he was writing Traces of Two Paths, and I think, was it Toriyama that did most of the scenes with Jessie? I actually need to check on that, because I think the scenario writer for Jessie might have been Toriyama. Yes, Toriyama. Okay. And I don't think he and Nojima were on the same page when they wrote Jessie into their respective mediums. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I've got soda in me, and soda makes me gassy. But whether it was intentional or accidental, it created a complex character that was morally ambiguous. I actually do like morally ambiguous characters, which we get to enjoy. All of these characters are morally ambiguous, even Tifa. And yes, I do have Tifa in a higher caliber, because yes, I do put her in, or hold her in high regard. She is one of my favorite characters. Can't help it. Yeah, Sesshomaru, morally gray. Used to be bad, but he is morally gray. He is also my husband. I have a lot of husbands. I have a full harem. But with that was a waste. Alright. Okay. Ooh. I don't know why I even bother with the chest. Like, it's not like... Oh. Yeah, that's a whole thing. I honestly, and I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I saw it coming, and it really wasn't an end all be all for me. That's not why I'm not watching the was it Yashahime? I'm not watching the Inuyasha sequel. I haven't watched it. I might pick it up when it's done, but honestly, I'm not part of the boycott. Like, oh, Sesshomaru and Rin. I'm like, dude, we all saw it coming. Okay, calm your tits.
Jesse!
Okay, you're just gonna shove your way right by Dementors. You see, Tifa, I love her, but when she's under duress, nothing.
Tifa.
I'm probably going to. Be nice to Tifa. See? Bridal carry, dangerous, is a kiss of death.
So, you're the guy who gets to hear my last words.
Yep. Her lips are blue.
Lucky me.
Like hell they're your last.
It's okay, Cloud.
She probably has a punctured lung or something because she's so gaspy. But this is us theory crafting. But this kind of theory crafting is good.
My victims. I had it coming. My hero. So gentle.
Why are you focusing on Cloud and not Tifa, who was your friend? Okay, just because we all want to ride his dick doesn't mean that's the priority right now.
I just wish that I could have had you over again. Everyone with Mom's cooking. I really wanted to believe we could.
Yeah. You owe me a pizza.
Why is that important?
That's right. I do. But I don't think. Tifa's crying. Did I say something wrong? Don't you guys have somewhere to be?
And you know what? Retroactively,
Just there, you know.
like and I know I think I brought it up during one of the Twitter Spaces.
Jesse.
They did a little bit. I can't watch Tifa cry. She makes me want to cry. I love her. But I think I brought it up during one of the Twitter Spaces, in that if they were to have kept the original idea of having her tell Cloud not to make Tifa cry again, I don't know how I'd feel, if that would make it better or not. Well, the thing is, the way I look at it is this way. If she were to have like a deathbed confession, I don't know, like I have mixed feelings about it. And I don't know if her perception or how she is consumed as a character, if that would make it better. If she stuck with, exactly, it would have been a deathbed confession. It's so that she would unburden herself before death. It's like how people would call the priest or whomever before they die to absolve themselves of their sins. I can't help but wonder, like, if that dialogue were to have been kept. Because people want to complain for the sake of complaining. Tifa's outfit is fine. Like, she looks like any other MMA martial artist. Honestly, of everyone's outfits, hers is one of the most practical. But I digress. With regards to Jesse's deathbed confession, I feel as if maybe for some, public opinion would be a little bit better towards her. Maybe. But I don't know. You're right. It does feel like it would be a too little, too late kind of situation. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I still think about it. Like, would it make much of a difference? Because I'm not completely sure that it would, at least for me. Found Barrett.
I ain't done with you yet.
Anytime to touch each other.
Think you can come up in here and do what you want? We gonna take it?
Barrett!
Tifa! Get your ass behind cover! Now! Chopper's gonna chew you up!
The fuck it's not.
Still alive and kicking?
Damn right. Lead man sticks around to the credits roll.
Yes.
Look, we
How
gotta
can
keep
you?
moving if we wanna make it that far. You ready?
Yep.
Any excuse to touch each other, I swear. I love it. The shipper in me is all about it. Any chance. Love it. But at the same time, it's just like, you really gotta be so touchy in life or death situations? Just saying. Do we have to be that touchy?
For a rematch, huh? Rude!
I would never be able to do that. One good gust of wind and whoop, there I am. I'm gone.
You. It's something personal, bitch. Diss me.
I'm saying I gotta enjoy my baby boy's face. I love it. I actually don't. I understand. I'm breaking my own
You're
rules.
next, asshole!
Sorry, losers. Gotta play for keeps today. No time to dick around.
My chaos gremlin. I love him. But at the same
Plate
time,
separation
I want to
authorized.
watch something bad happen
Awaiting
to him.
confirmation.
It makes me happy.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Yeah, coming right up. Yeah? No, you don't. Not when I'm working.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Press it.
What are you doing antagonizing the terrorists?
You ain't got shit on us.
My issue,
No more pressure.
which it's not really an issue, but there are those that have, like, I am okay with Tifa having a sports bra underneath her shirt. I mean, yes, it is a difference between Crisis Core and Remake, because in Remake she don't got a modesty piece underneath, or modesty hasn't been a key factor in Tifa's design, because from OG to Crisis Core her outfit's kind of shrunk a little bit because Tifa's sexy. They want to enjoy it. But they're not ignorant to social media being social media. So I am not against them making the decision to put a sports bra underneath her top. It doesn't bother me any. Like, it, honestly, like, I didn't even think about it until there was a whole brouhaha about it. Okay, so she's wearing a sports bra underneath it. You really think her daddy is gonna let her walk around with a bunch of army men with her tatas hanging out at 15 years old? No, there would be a crucifixion. Oh, crap. I gotta rescue him. Hey! Yes, I know, my love. So it's just, I look at it very much like, so what? The only issue that I have, or that I kind of have, is actually with the eye color debate, because I personally hope that it's just an issue with the lighting. Oh, hang on a second. They took the model from Remake, from the outfit redesign that they took. Mr. Worldwide.
Any landing you can walk away from.
Honestly, I don't really know, but I do understand why they made the changes that they made. Because they're getting real-world reactions, so they're able to make adjustments accordingly. Hey, motherfucker! Because I can. Oh yeah, he will push. Yeah, that's not really hitting him.
Okay, let's go.
I actually have more of an issue with, at least as far as Aerith's buttons. I actually don't like the weird cincher rope. But I don't have the same disdain for her dress. I just still prefer her first dress because I liked her hips, but since she doesn't have any hips anymore, that dress is better for her figure, I guess. Which she ain't got one because they nerfed her.
Where are you going? Move! Getting real tired of your shit.
Okay, I love you, and I love the fact that you were so attentive to Tifa, but priorities. Like, you have the end of the world and your woman. Cloud is always going to choose his woman, even though the end of the world is right here! End of the world, Tifa. End of the world, Tifa. Where does Cloud go? Tifa.
What have you done?
Like, priorities.
Cloud?
Yeah, stop the bomb! No, she wasn't calling you to her stop the bomb thingy! Priorities. See? Brood's got his priorities straight. You know, sorry, my husband is irritating me. He completes the mission and then he rescues his man. Priorities.
What do we do?
Cloud, you're the techie tech. Nope, never mind.
There is nothing you can do now.
You can't do this!
I got Marlene.
Aerith!
Marlene? My Marlene? What did you do with her?
Where are you?
I'm at the...
Sir,
No.
your activities unwittingly brought you into contact with the ancient, who is now back in our custody where she belongs.
Closer to 50,000 people in the slums, and then I don't know how many people on the plate.
The sector in which you stand has been condemned.
Ancient.
Run! You have to go now!
And where exactly do you expect them to go?
Eric!
Overflow separation imminent. Evacuate the area immediately.
Okay. Sweetie, I love you, but now's not the time to panic, okay?
If we don't get the hell out of here, we gotta figure something.
Okay.
Think, Daddy, think.
Well, I think the reason why they removed the slap, and I think this idea is going to feed into the later installments. I love the hand holding. My Cody loving heart loves every second of it. But I think the reason why they removed it is because Sung is infatuated with Aerith. And I think they're slowly transitioning it to like an idol worship. And that he views her as a deity type figure or a Madonna type figure. But because of the romantic implication of his affection for her, it would make that slap a little too loaded. So I actually agree with them removing it, especially with the implication. Because with these graphics and having somebody that is romantically attracted to Katsu or Katsi. Okay, so yes, I am part Irish. I do not know how to speak Gaelic. I don't know the proper pronunciation of Katesith or Katsi or Katsi, or I just know that it's not phonetic with the spelling. But anyhow, now, keeping that statement in mind with regards to the romantic implication of Sung's affection for Aerith, I'm glad that they removed the slap. Exactly. That's exactly what I was building up to. Hang on a second. Well, he's not physically touching Aerith. They will not have that type of predatory touch. Hang on, so, and you'll notice this also in Traces of Two Paths and the other installments. More so in Tifa's story than you do in the rest. Where basically they will toe the line as far as violence against women. They are not going to cross that line. So, like, for example, in Tifa's story, we actually have a soldier, or a grunt rather, hold his gun to Tifa's chest in a very sexually charged way. So, whereas me, I see that and I'm like, okay, he might try to assault her. They don't cross that line. So, and this is also with Aerith and Sung, because even with that romantic implication, they're not going to cross the line to have violence against women in this level of graphics. Because keep in mind how often we meme Aerith's death in the original game. So, because and as strange as it sounds, there is a difference between Aerith being murdered the way that she was and actual prolonged suffered violence. So, and again, this is why I also think that when we get to the Temple of the Ancients, where Cloud loses control of himself, and in the OG, he physically beats Aerith. In my playthrough, it was Tifa that had to kick him off of her in order to save Aerith. I don't know if you have other characters with you. It changes, because I always have Tifa in my party when that happens. Always. Full stop. Never anybody else. I should probably play... no, I'm not even gonna... No, I'm not. I know I was about to say I should probably do it. I'm not gonna. But it's still very much I don't think they're going to show an actual pre-rendered scene with violent... Yes, he does. He physically beats her. And you literally... And even though you have the polygons, you still hear the sound of slapping and hitting, and it... Like, if it were real world, or they were emulating the real world, she would have been in a hospital with how bad her beating was. Like, he beat the shit out of her. And they are not going to put that in these graphics. And we're not talking... It's not just slaps. It sounded like slaps, but... it was actually closed fist beating her. No, that's not why she leaves the party. So the reason she leaves is because she is cognizant that the closer Cloud gets to Sephiroth, the more of his humanity is chipped away, which makes him easier to be manipulated. The only thing keeping him together is Tifa by that point. So and you can go the shipping route, which I always do, but you can also go that she is the only tether he has to himself, or his sense of self. So Aerith, because yes, she's naive, but she's not stupid. Even back then, we can never say that she was stupid. Not stupid, stupid. There's a difference there too. She understood that Cloud getting closer to Sephiroth, he would lose control. Which he does. Because, again, the only glue holding him together right now, or by that point, was Tifa. Tifa was the one that got him off of her. Tifa's the one that snaps him out of it. Like, yes, he can fall out of his stupor, the Genova zombie-esque-ness. But for the most part, it's very much a... excuse me. So for the most part, it's very much a... Aerith is aware of what's going on. She's not as intimate with his mind as the subset of a subset of a subset would like, but she is cognizant that, hey, there is something wrong with this dude. I can see it, I can sense it, and I know that it's not just identity dissociative disorder. It's not just that. I'm sorry, dissociative identity disorder, DID. It's not just that. She's aware of the mumbo jumbo hoodoo that's going on around his brain, as well as the psychological fragmenting of his mind. But that doesn't negate the fact that she should have been black and blue and bloodied by the beating that she got. I don't think that they're going to put that into Remake. I'm not 100% on this theory, but I strongly believe that they are not going to have that. Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. I do agree with you. However, the reason why I am actually partial to them not showing that level of violence in the gameplay is twofold. One is that, again, I say we due to our current technological age, we didn't have social media that to the same extent that we have now. Look at how many memes we have of Aerith being killed by Sephiroth. That clip of Cloud attacking Aerith would be memed and gifted all over the fucking place. So it would essentially be one of the most memed things on the internet, or at least as far as the video game sphere, of their hero, the hero of the game, beating on a woman that is half his size, that doesn't have his strength. He is a military trained man beating on this little girl. Aerith she got no meat on her bones. She's skinny. She's slight. She is not, yes, she is magically inclined, but she is not full on combat hardened. And she's pretty much his punching bag. They are not going to have that because the rest of social media, even the people that don't care, exactly, that, yeah, with enhanced strength as well. So even if, like, let's say an Aerith auntie decided, you know what, I'm going to just, like, keep reusing this and reusing this and reusing this. And then we also have, there are some members in the Clarith community, or excuse me, in the Clody community. Not a lot, but there are some that are so done to death with the DDC that they, as reactively, would use that meme and that gif of Aerith getting beaten to death, even though it would make Cloud look really bad beating on this little girl. Yeah. Exactly. So part of it would be to save face. And also if they were to, and I don't think that if they do increase the rating for the game, which is possible, you can easily, from game 1 to game 2, you can have the rating change. I don't think if they're going to increase the rating, they're going to do it by the next game. It would be the following, the third installment, or the third and last installment, if they were to increase the rating. So they would have to balance, okay, are we going to up the rating or not? At which point they have to decide which demographic. Are they only going to cater to the people that are following this game for nostalgia? Or are they going to try to keep the open door for new members into the fandom? As far as a marketing standpoint, hi Sasha, how you doing, boo? But yeah, from a marketing standpoint, I don't think increasing the rating for the next installment would be the best way to go. And in addition to that, they are not going to have a military trained man pummeling essentially a civilian woman that can't do anything to defend herself. They will skirt around it. Maybe they will have a combat situation, and I strongly believe that Tifa's going to be the one that's going to protect Aerith from Cloud, because Cloud will not hurt Tifa. He snaps out of his Genova zombie state, or at least up until this point, or up until that point, even in OG. Tifa calls him, he wakes up and he comes running. So Genova's in control. Minute Tifa calls, Genova is not in control. So up until that point, yes, Cloud will be snapped out of it by Tifa. But we don't know. This is where the theory crafting comes into play. And this is where valid theory crafting comes into play, using the already established canon lore and using it to actually, what within the established canon, where will they go? Since we already know the main story beats are going to stay the same. We know the Temple of the Ancients is going to be the last time you have Aerith in your party. So keeping that in mind as well, are they really going to have your last moment with Aerith in your party, being controlled in your party, as her being beaten to death? I don't think so. I really don't. And that's what I think the removed slap that Sung would have inflicted on Aerith, I think that that's ultimately what that means. And that they are not going to showcase that level of violence against women. Like, and I know it's weird because you can stab her and kill her. And yeah, it's a penetrative act, so yeah, it's a whole psychologicalness. But they're not going to have a woman get beaten on screen. Nah, they're not going to do that. Not in a rated T game, and especially not by the hero of the game. So that is kind of where my headspace is as of right now. I am prepared to be wrong. They might go all in, but I do not think that they will. Because again, can you imagine on Twitter, on how does Tifa the Monk put it? On Elon Musk's, whatever the fuck his name is, Elon Musk's Twitter, you really think that Square Enix, that Nojima and them would allow for that scene to get gift all the time and be used and abused ad nauseum? Mm-hmm. There's a character named Quiet. Yes, I remember Quiet. Mm-hmm. She's kidnapped by soldiers in the... Yeah, I actually do not play the Metal Gear games, but I actually have that scene saved. I have that scene saved because it was beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, I know a lot of people that have been essayed. I have been essayed myself. And I don't care who knows that. I'm very candid about my life experiences. I don't care if the internet knows. So there was, when I watched Quiet do that, I'm just like, yes. Beat them all for us. This is for us. Yes. This is for me. Get them. But yeah, it was exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I think, and this is why I also brought up Traces of Two Paths, Tifa section, because they toe the line, and the implication is there. It is implied that in this world, SA does happen. I am censoring a little bit because since I'm simultaneously streaming to YouTube, they're very picky about some words. That's the only reason why I am censoring that. But anywho, so they will toe the line, but they will not cross it. So again, with Hojo being a creepy son of a bitch, I will manually censor that one. So even though he's like grinding and being all gross, evil doctor against the glass, he is not physically touching Aerith. So we don't have that. We just have this really gross dude. And we literally have a force field protecting Aerith's, or the implication against her chastity. The implication against, or violence against her and her femininity by virtue of being held prisoner by this crazy psychopath. So there are machinations in place so that we, the audience, especially those of us that know better, will be like, they are towing the line, but they are not crossing it. So it's almost like an assurance to us, because that is a very triggering topic. It's one of the reasons why I dropped a lot of the, like, for example, Game of Thrones. I got sick of it. I'm like, okay, I'm dropping it. I'm done. Just like, I'm done with violence against women being fetishized for other people's entertainment. And it's like, I'm done. I'm good. I mean, that's not the only reason I dropped it, but it's a very big reason why I dropped it. And a couple other titles as well. So it's a very triggering thing. And why are they going to re-traumatize their female audience? Because it's not stilted that only men play Final Fantasy. A lot of women play it too. Why are they going to be re-victimized? So that's pretty much my 20 cents on the matter. All right. My queen. Knight in shining armor. That's not the priority, my love. I'm here for it. But no,
Anybody out there?
my Papa Barrett.
I think I hear him up ahead.
Yeah, this scene that's coming up,
Here
it
goes.
breaks my heart.
Push.
Like, come back, remote. Okay, why is my phone making noise at me? My brother's not here, so I'm kind of on mom duty.
Marlene.
Well, not kind of. I am on mom duty.
Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it!
He did such a good job for this scene. It gets me every fucking time.
God damn you! God damn you all!
Gets me every time. I can't watch Barrett cry. I played this game how many times and this scene always fucking gets me. I love Barrett.
It was us. We did this.
No, you can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
While I don't agree with everything that Barrett has done, I do agree with that statement. I'll dig into that a little bit in a sec. I'm breaking my rules.
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Barrett. Marlene's fine. Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
Yeah, I agree with you on that one as well. I mean, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, I agree that they waited too long. Now, with regards to... Now listen to me with regards to it. You can tell that I do a lot of work emails. As far as your point, Rydia, I do... Stygian came up with a similar theory as far as, like, cutouts and what have you. But which is a viable cop-out. Excuse me, if they don't rewrite the scene altogether. But it's I don't know if they're gonna go that route either.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Yeah.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
Breaking my own rules, I'm sorry.
I know I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
In my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright.
Leather Daddy. Bad girl. Bad girl.
You have failed again, I see.
Just the emotion in
But
this
through
scene.
suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Cloud?
Of course, Sephiroth runs away from Tifa, because he always does.
It's nothing. Let's go.
But, like, you could actually hear the trauma in Cloud's voice. Exactly. The trauma. The trauma. And I'm all about it. It was so beautifully portrayed. Like...
Wait. Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
What was I saying? So, yes, they got matching pokes. But with that, oh, hang on a second.
The first thing we need to do is find a place to...
Hang on a second. Where is he? There he is.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Thanks to you, I did.
Good. Now never let it go again.
He won't. He won't. Well, no, he does, because he has a moment of stupid, not stupid, stupid, in Advent Children. But for the most part, he sticks to his intention. And I lost my
guys
train of
run
thought.
into Jesse at
I
the
got
villa?
distracted by Leather
Yeah.
Daddy.
Biggs too. They were
You
both
know
in
what?
pretty bad shape.
I know
Wedge wasn't
he
up
can
all
be
night. He got out.
I know he can be like viewed as gay, but I don't know why, but something gives me Pan vibes from Andrea Rodin or Rodea. Like I'm getting Pan vibes. Like gender and it's because of his statement that gender is essentially
We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud, gonna need
Exactly.
your help with it too.
Right.
But yeah, like, yeah, the gender doesn't apply. Like, gender doesn't mean anything. So that's why I get major Pan vibes. But I love how flamboyant and perfect he is. So yes, Andrea is one of my favorite additions to the game. And he's also very morally gray. Like, he's not a saint either. But yeah, strong Pan vibes, and I'm here for it. Like, we need more representation of everybody. Like, I need all of it. I thought so as well. Andrea he is a beloved character, and he is
This
so
is
well
Sector
written.
5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
What was I doing? Where am I going? I'm going this way. No, I'm going that way. I'm directionally challenged. I get lost going to a corner store. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Alright. Munchkins. We gotta reunite a father with his baby. Hang on a second. What chapter am I on? I'm on chapter... We're gonna save right here. Yes. Okay, we're on chapter 13. So once we finish this one, actually, I need to step away from my computer right quick. I need to feed the dogs, so I'll just be a quick second. So think of this as a bathroom break. We will touch base in a few minutes. But yeah, so after this chapter, either today or the next playthrough, we're going to do chapter 2 of Yuffie. So yeah, I'm gonna pause right here, my temporary wait screen, because I haven't made an overlay for this one. But yeah, Mare, that makes me feel a lot better because no sense of direction. None. Alright, I'll be right back. Where's my... There's my button. Hi, I'm back from outer space. Just walked in to find me here with some sad look on my face. I need this. Bye, Rydia. I don't know what time that popped in, so she might not be here right now. I don't know how to tell. But yes, I am back. So yeah, wires all over the place. Like, if you were to see the state of my house, you would balk at my very, very poor wire management. It's bad. I'm literally tangled up. S'mores, where'd you go? You know I don't trust you. Alright, actually, I think we're just going to do chapter 13, and then we'll play... I know this is a dangerous thing to say, because it never works out this way. I will try to add an extra day, so we can try to have Remake finished before I pick up Crisis Core. Alright. Even if it means... But worst comes to worst, I'll probably swap out a day for... or swap out Jack and Daxter for Final Fantasy so we can make sure we're caught up. Alright. Onwards! Alright, run button.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene!
It's one of those, get the frick out of this man's way.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett.
Trying to calm himself down.
Sorry, I'm buried.
Okay, it's like one of those TikToks or memes. I come through your door, what you gonna do? See that man? Whatever you want. Take it. Take it! Like, that man sneezes and I'm blown away. He's so big.
Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
She's like a bull trying to sneak through a china shop.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Proof of life.
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Okay, tell that to your stairs. One of them creaks.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
I love Barrett. Shh. I just unplugged my controller.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Oh, the Claris would have something to say otherwise. I'm sorry. The subset of a subset of a subset.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that?
Nope.
She must trust you all a great deal.
Nope.
Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering.
Okay, I just have to say, like, Okay, you just had Barrett, who's very obviously not biologically tied to Marlene. I really don't think that they need an explanation as for non-biologically related. But yeah, you're right, Mayor. They pretty much took advantage of the fact that they are neither confirming nor denying. They're letting this woman draw her own conclusions. Because no, Aerith did not trust them with the truth. Her history was shared without her consent. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. And by appreciate, I mean harken back to the DDC. And how, one, it's Aerith's, or it's Tifa's fault. Everything is Tifa's fault. And two, look at how close Cloud and Aerith got.
About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother.
Her mom went through some shit.
I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me.
Man, that's very, very bad.
It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
This is actually one of the...
I didn't believe her, of course.
Breaking my own rules, I'm sorry.
And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Why did they use his older model? Like, this is something like... They have a younger model for Sung, and they use his adult model.
No!
Why?
Go away!
You know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said,
Song's a
"Who are
vampire.
the
That's the
ancients?"
only other theory I've got.
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom
Only
shall
theory I've
guide
got.
us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Look at how mean Tifa is.
Let's head back to Sector 7.
Look
Got
at how
things to
mean
take
she
care
is.
of.
Somehow she sounds like Barrett, and earlier she sounded like Elmira.
Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Look at how mean Tifa is, and how she wants to
Okay.
throw Aerith to the wolves. Fuck Aerith. Like, did you hear how mean she was? But anywho, regardless of the DDC talking point, I do think that because we have so much of Aerith's story here, most of her section of Traces of Two Paths did have to do with what was going on around her. Because it on face value, it is strange that Aerith was allowed to just stay there, even though she is the last of the ancient, even though she is half of an ancient. Excuse me, she's mixed. So you do get a little bit more context with that. She's got a cute little mailbox. Is there anything? Oh, I should probably grab that while I'm over here. So it does make sense on paper. And I did actually like the mechanic of how it was that, or what it was that she saw when a spirit came to her, and then just when they were spent, laid down on the ground, returned to the planet. I actually do, excuse me, my love. I actually did like that mechanic, but, and yeah, this is something that I will call out other Clara, or excuse me, Claire. I keep saying Claris. Freudian slip, right? Some Clotis.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
My heart is still pounding.
But like, for example, and I lost my train of thought. Some Clotis, because unfortunately, we're not the perfect victim. I own this. There are some Clody fans that like to dig into the fact that why can't I remember her mom's name? It wasn't Elmira. It was, frack, why can't I remember her name? What was her mom's name again? Ifalna. Thank you. My brain just was not working. But Ifalna, due to the experimentation done onto her, she became addicted to, I guess, a morphine equivalent. Which, you know what? It makes sense. She's essentially being experimented on, and it does not sound like it's a fun time. So she becomes an addict, and she fights through withdrawal, and essentially she lies, she cheats, she does anything and everything she can to protect her child.
My ears are still
yes,
ringing.
she is an addict, and that is ultimately what killed her. Withdrawal is no joke. I mean, you can die from the withdrawal process, which is why if you're gonna be thrown somewhere to be dried out, go through the process at a hospital or medical facility. That way you have a higher chance of survival. Going cold turkey is especially a no-no. But anywho, in spite of everything that she's gone through, and in spite of personal sacrifice and personal cost, Ifalna did anything and everything to protect her baby. You gotta give her her proper respects, because she was ready. She just, my baby comes first. Ifalna was a badass. And drug addict or not.
All right, let's keep moving.
Like, you can't really judge her because it's not like any of us have gone through her life experiences. But yeah, there are some people that, unfortunately, and I hate doing call-outs of my own side, but it is something that we can't really ignore. Yeah, some people will see that she was a drug addict to a morphine equivalent, and yeah, they call her a drug addict, a crack whore, this, that, and the other, and it's just like, that's not fair. Come on. She did what she had to protect her child.
Is what I call teamwork.
But again, I also understand that, yes, they are. There are some Ifalna detractors, and most of it is reactive, but the fact remains that you don't know who is reading your post, so for all you know, you could be throwing barbs at an addict, and you don't know if the person reading it, who is a mutual, is an addict. So it's just like, come on. That there are real world implications with that, and fighting addiction doesn't make you less of a person. It just means you are fighting a battle that not a lot of people go through.
We'll have to fight our way through.
But
it's our only shot.
Yeah, but there are some detractors on our side. Not a lot that I've seen. Most of our shared mutuals are pretty good about it. But there are some detractors. And unfortunately, once the DDC gets started, then the more reactive in our camp gets started immediately after. And then it's just like, come on, guys, really? I mean, yes. It's on the Richter scale of bad behavior and what have you. It's still nowhere near as bad as the racism and sexism and chauvinism and all of the isms.
Maybe dial it back a little?
But we're not the perfect victim here. As if that requires or is predicated on anything. But yeah, Ifalna went through some shit, and she was ready, and she did what she had to. Elmira, I'm not Elmira's biggest fan due to the events leading up to Advent Children, but same thing, in Traces of Two Past, yeah, you gotta respect the woman, because she was ready, because regardless of blood, Aerith was her baby, and she was ready to do what was necessary for her baby. So you gotta respect that. But even though I respect it, I still don't like Elmira that much. She is not my favorite character. And while I don't blame her, hang on, I'm adjusting. My chair needs extra padding, so I stole a pillow, and my butt's flattening it. Not because my butt is flat, but because I'm fluffy, and I'm heavy, and I'm flattening my memory foam pillow. But yeah, no. Traces of Tupas on Aerith's side, you really get to experience that. She's got a lot of strong mom energy. Which is probably why she's so drawn to Tifa when you think about it, because Tifa is also very maternal. So, she's used to strong mom energy. Which,
Watch yourself.
that's a good thing to be surrounded by. Barrett.
That's a win.
But yeah, and unfortunately I do think though that the shipping discourse, because we're all so exhausted, we're all taking pot shots and petty shots, all of us. So we all have to weigh like, where is our line? My line in the sand is like no. We do not bad talk Ifalna in this house. Not in this house. But I'm partial to moms doing what's necessary for their kids. Oh, that was so cute! I didn't realize that she said that. One by one till they're all done. That is so cute! I'm sorry. I've actually never noticed that dialogue before. And that was so fucking cute.
Take the lead.
I got this.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Alrighty, so onwards. Alright, we're gonna deal with... Okay, I think I should probably have, like, ice. Do I already have ice equipped? Oh, is ice or lightning? Let me make sure. I already have you prepped, right? Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh my goodness. Let's see. You know which mom I would have loved to get a little bit more of? I would have liked to have a little bit more of Claudia. Maybe we'll get more scenes with her later. Cause like, I still have this head canon. And yes, this is a head canon. I'm not going to in any way claim that this is canon or substantiated by the compilation. I truly do believe that on top of Cloud being a mama's boy, I do believe that she would have boxed his ears if he was anything less than the perfect gentleman.
Would kill for a shower.
I'd kill to join you. I'll be your personal titty holder. Don't judge me. Okay? Do not judge me. If I could have a titty holder, I'd have one. Like, I'd pay somebody a salary just to hold them up for me from my back. Give my back a break! Somebody just lift them up so I don't have to worry about them. Yeah, I got this already. Oh, hang on. Hey, let go of my man! You know, I still have not yet managed how to properly use Tifa. Because I know you can set, like... Excuse me. I need to get better at it. I know this.
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
It's like with both of you. Do you really need to? Every single time? Like, really? Be a little flirting all the time? It's so cute, but at the same time, it's like, you have an audience? Now, me personally, I have no qualms with exhibitionism. I can play voyeur, but, we do not non-consensually drag people into your kink. Okay? You gotta make sure everybody is a consenting participant. Hey, off my woman. Oh.
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, coach. That one I get all the time. Whee!
Over there.
That a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back and see it with my own eyes.
I hated the robot hands.
Come on.
She breathes wrong. Tifa. Exactly. Consent is key. Which honestly, sometimes when I go into like the discourse or what have you, I look at some of the DDC and I'm like, do you have like a degradation kink or something? Is there a reason why you just dribble out so much stupid?
Does it look like we can go this
So,
way?
like, do you want us to shame you? Because I did not consent to your degradation kink. I'm good. Like, it's not my shtick. If it's yours, that's fine. Not mine. Okay.
Wyma! You're alive!
He could use a bath too.
Still in one piece. Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad.
You know what? We might be onto something. We might be onto something. Like, wait a second. Do I need anything from you?
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
Like that would explain why they're so.
But it's all I got.
Because why else would they push forward something that can be so easily proven? You know, like we can prove or disprove a lot of their evidence just by turning on the game. So maybe they do have a degradation kink. I mean, but the thing is, just like Cloud, the actual Cloud, he's prickly. I wouldn't even go so far as to say surly. He's like, excuse me, just barely there. He's prickly. So it's just like, I mean, like, I can't picture, or I don't have an easy time with Cloud being like, call me daddy kind of thing. Like, just thinking about him doing it makes me giggle. It's just, I mean, like, no.
This is bad.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
Just
Sure
no.
they are, honey. Don't worry.
But the DDC headcanon of Cloud, the misconception of his character,
bad.
which has been disproven many times by many people.
Not yet.
Maybe? Excuse me, sorry. Who did I push? Okay. Alright, we're going
This
to
is
the thing.
bad.
Yes, it is. It's terrible. Yes, we're heading underground. I don't know, but then there's also the tsundere and yandere, which I guess does kind of fall into the degradation kink. Like, he's picking on you because he likes you. Nonsense. Or boys will be boys. I don't know. We might actually have to do a deep dive into this. I'm gonna do some homework.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other side.
We're gonna have to do some homework because all I can think is, one, I hate tsundere yandere in equal measure. Like, there's very few exceptions to the rule. I think the only tsundere that I actually liked was Inuyasha. All the other time, and maybe Lee from Cardcaptor Sakura. Beyond that, I'm gonna have to think about it. I don't think there are any other exceptions. I think those are the only two that I'm like, okay, I'll survive with the tsundere, which I hate tsundere. I hate yandere too. I hate it so much. Hang on, would Lanzan? Okay, some of my Chinese BLs.
That one was a lot closer.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I think that might be the extent of it.
Out there that needs some help.
I got nothing. I don't think I even liked it as a kid. Just like, Let me get back to you on that. We're gonna put a pin on this one.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't budge.
She's gonna have some bruised ribs.
Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready?
Just don't breathe in too deeply just yet.
Thank you.
Just slow and steady breaths. Because all I can...
I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you. So, what now?
Don't know. Find something. Anything to do.
Been back to the bar yet?
No.
Maybe you should go take a look.
She worked so hard and bought that bar with her own money.
The bar. Then the rest.
Careful. The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello! Anybody out
I take it that little Marlene is safe and sound.
Like, I love this woman. Love this woman. And nothing is allowed to happen to her. She dies of old age. Peacefully in her sleep. Several years from now. Nothing bad is allowed to happen to this woman. I love watching Barrett just like...
Anyone there?
You know, that energy drink ain't doing nothing. I think, yeah, next week, Monday and Wednesday, I'm going to swap out Jack and Daxter for Final Fantasy so I can catch up, because I'm fading fast. We're going to finish this chapter, but we're not going to play Yuffie until Monday. Unless I bring in a day on. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. It wasn't even close to her. Well, it was a little close to her. I swear, any excuse to put his hands.
Hear that?
That's Wedge's cat.
What?
What's wrong, Lassie? Timmy stuck down a well?
Let's follow it.
I'm not saying that cats can't be altruistic. There's recordings and photos and anecdotal evidence that suggests that yes, cats can be just as altruistic as dogs are. However, this bit... Where are the other cats?
All that's left of Wedge's place?
Yes, okay. I'm here, kitty. I'm following you, cat. Just kitty!
Hey! We're coming down! Stay right where you are!
Okay. I'm just letting you all know. I love Barrett so very much. I hate playing as Barrett. He is too fucking slow. Too slow. I love Barrett. He's too slow. I mean, you see that man? Can you see him running fast? You are lucky you have padding in the back. He probably has a bubble butt back there. Just saying.
Tifa! Cloud! Shout if you can hear me! Hey!
Just.
If there's no path, you gotta make one.
Exactly. But what I want to know is where his mallet space is that he's pulling all the bullets out of. That's what I want to know. Because you do see some places where he's got the extra magazines, right? Because he's got the pouches that attach to the thigh. judge me all you want, but the holsters that and the pouches and all that attach to the thigh are so fucking sexy. It reminds me of like garter belts and what have you. Very, see that? These things around his legs, sexy. But anywho's it, I digress. Anywho. I don't know, like, he's got some padding back there. It's just his pants are a little baggy. But, like, a man like this, he would have some junk in the trunk. I'm just saying. Yes, he can afford to have a bigger booty. But he's got a booty. I still say, though, I need to know where the frack these bullets come from. Unless there's, like, a materia that, like, creates some kind of ammunition.
Must be a secret shipping facility.
Just like... Just... Move so slow!
You really want to throw down with me? Want some more?
Hey!
Get your ass out of here! How'd you like that?
Ah, he is. Gross. It's so cute!
You really want to throw down with
Okay,
me?
Barrett is so freaking adorable. I love Barrett. I love him. He's so freaking adorable. Alright, was there anything over there? There was a treasure chest over there. Love this man. He really does. Well, here's the thing. My theory is that the minute he adopted Marlene, he unlocked the dad jokes. So, you know the jokes that are kind of cringe, but they're really cute when your dad does them? You know, the dad jokes. Achievement unlocked, and that just makes him all the more adorable. And also, always check on your funny friends because there's a reason why they're so funny. Usually because they've gone through some shit. Because they don't want...
How long would it take them to build all this beneath our feet?
My working theory is that they've been there before the plate was built. Or before Sector 7 was built.
You're going down, one way or another.
Bad doggo. Bad doggy. I keep saying bad doggo, but like I would have the dogs as pets. And I hated doing this chapter on hard mode. Did not like doing this one on hard mode. Why are you not hitting?
Oh, we're done here.
I love this man. I love this man. There's a reason I call Barrett Papa Bear. Because he is Papa Barrett. Love him. Okay, one second. So, like, his center of gravity is quite impressive because...
You think they dug halfway to hell?
Because I can't help but think that the only way that works... Hang on, what?
You really want to throw down with me?
Bye-bye, Bugaboo.
And there you have it.
Okay, I can't think of Bugaboo without thinking freaking Ladybug and Cat Noir from Miraculous Ladybug. Yes, I enjoy Miraculous Ladybug. I am a 12-year-old girl at heart. But anywho, what was I saying when I was distracted by my own non sequitur? Nope.
Not going down without a fight.
I lost my train of thought. Papa Barrett was where I left off. We already talked about the Mallet's face and how he's just pulled bullets out of the ether. Oh yeah. My theory as to how, or my original theory as to how he was climbing up because of how it looked, is like, I always thought that he just kind of like wedged his legs between the spokes so that he had like extra security so you could just like, nyeh, and then do and yeah, and then D. You know? Something to kind of like hold himself in place so he didn't accidentally fall backwards. I mean, I don't think that would work completely, but at the same time, like, if I had to climb a ladder one-handed, I probably would use that. Or would do that just like, because, you know, the abductor, you know, that thing at the gym where you got to just, like, push your thighs out? That one. I don't know why I do this. I already have everything. And it's just like, it's not like I enjoy playing as Barrett as much as I love this man. Because he's so slow. But I'm not gonna lie, I have to pick up everything because I have to pick up everything. Like, if it's something sparkly, I have to pick it up. If it's on the floor, I have to pick it up.
You really want to throw down with me?
Hey, hey, get off of me. Off, off. No toque nada. Off, off. Get off. See, that is all a nope. I love this man. I love Barrett so much. I love him.
Oh, we're done here. Suck on this.
Just shoot everything. I still wouldn't trust it. I have
just no escape in the mist there.
I have had to sit through at least, I don't remember which one it was, but I have sat through one of the Final Destination movies. I would have saw that fan and be like, nope.
You really want to throw down with me?
Just all of this is a nope. Like, part of me almost wishes that Barrett randomly comes out with like a this is some white people shit. Cause you know, like, I feel as if he would fit.
Burning it all down.
Cause like, we don't do horror movies. No, we know better. The spirits of our ancestors would be like, go the other way. Cloud and Tifa will be fine. They're always fine. They defy death all the time.
Hey, Tifa! You okay? I got you. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, Barrett really is an environmentalist at his heart. It's not just revenge. He really does come across as somebody that cares about the environment and everything like that. Too many stairs.
Where's Cloud?
I don't know.
Well,
he's fine.
He can take care of himself. We've got
Exactly. Like, I know it was established that Cloud's daddy is dead, and he was probably one of the monsters in the tank.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
In Mount Nibble.
All right. Gotta go find Wedge. Come on.
I'm going the right way, right? But yeah, I'm waiting to find Cloud's dad is one of the monsters in the tank. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. That, or he is that scorpion monster thing, all mutated and shite. That is my theory. That is what happened to Cloud's daddy. But, here is my other theory. Because Cloud just is immune to death. His daddy might not be human. Yes, I am also very dark. And in spite of everything, while I don't think Square Enix would do violence against women, they will do some violence against daddy. I mean, Final Fantasy X is proof that they will make a child kill their own parent. That is a popular trope. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I do think Daddy Dearest is either a deity defying death, not human, because Cloud is just too damn lucky in life, or his daddy is a human experiment. Because remember, when you go in OG, when you go to when you go to the reactor 0, I think is what they called it. The Nibble reactor was like...
I'm afraid to ask, but did you just shoot your way in here?
Well, yeah.
Bad dogs. But yeah, they find that there are people being experimented on. Those people have got to have come from somewhere. So, my theory is that that's ultimately what happened to his dad. He was lost on Mount Nibble. Who's to say that he wasn't lost to one of the experiments? Or to be one of the experiments? I'm just saying. I know it's dark, but that's something that can happen. It's kind of sad and scary, but it's a thing. Did I get everything? Yes, I did. Yeah, poor Daddy Strife. I still think that Daddy Strife might actually beat Daddy. But that's because Cloud is too sexy to have an ugly dad. Just saying. Granted, it could be like an Aerosmith effect where the daddy is ugly as fuck, but his kids come out beautiful. That does happen sometimes. Strangely enough, ugly men come out with very beautiful daughters. And that's probably what happened to Mimi, because my dad is attractive, and that's probably why I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to self-depreciate. Yes, Daddy Strife is fine. I mean, there is a reason why Mama Strife decided to let herself be domesticated. You do not domesticate yourself for mediocre dick. It's gotta be fine AAA quality dick. Like, you, otherwise, no, you do not. Yeah. There does, yeah, unfortunately there is that part of it as well. But yeah. Aerosmith is a decent dude, at least. I think. What was his name? I forgot his actual name. It was like, I'm very bad with
another damn ladder.
I know, you have every right to be upset about ladders. Excuse me. Thank you. I knew there was a Steven in there. I'm so bad with names. I forget my own name if I didn't use it so often. But yeah, so he's not a bad dude from what I've heard. He's a pretty decent dude. So it's okay that he's an ugly man with a beautiful wife. I think his wife was beautiful. You know, I should probably test my theory before I commit to it. I love this man so much. You know, I'm actually close. Barrett is 35, right? I'm actually closer to Barrett's age. No, he no, I probably should. Okay, somebody get me Barrett's age. Alright, I think this is the way I gotta do? Yeah.
Hey, you think Wedge is holding up okay?
Of course he is. He's a lot tougher than people think. Probably sleeping soundly, dreaming about his cats.
You're right. We should treat him to a nice meal when he gets back. His...
Back away! Back away from my queen! Bad dog!
Hurry up! Want some more?
Okay, we're good.
No surprises there.
Alright. I will confess to one thing here. I hate this chapter. I could have done without this chapter. I hate this chapter.
Ain't nothing we can't hit.
Gotta work together.
It is one of my least favorite chapters, or my second least favorite chapter. And unfortunately, both of my most hated chapters are Barrett chapters. I love Barrett, I really do, but I hate playing as him. He's so slow. Like when you play as...
Gotta stay on my toes if I'm gonna make it out of here alive.
I hope we never, ever have a character combo that is Barrett and Aerith. Oh, or worse. Barrett, Aerith, and Katsi with the Moogle stuffed animal. Can you imagine how slow that team would be? Can you imagine? Just slow. I would die on the inside. Just no. Alright. So just I'm already like, I know we're not even gonna get to it tonight, but like that is my least favorite chapter after or before this one, where you have to play as Barrett and Aerith, and it was torture.
He's okay.
You sure? Making me worry like that. I'd kick your ass if you didn't look like shit. Thank God.
Oh.
Thank you.
Barrett is 35. He's my age.
Okay, let's go.
I could have me some Daddy Barrett.
Sure.
Happily. I've been single too long.
Yeah, it's you, all right.
I mean, like, if this man can just lift me up.
What is this?
Yes, please. Okay, can I just say, another reason why I hated this chapter is because we have the equivalent of zombies. Zombies are everywhere. Why is always zombies? I am done to death with zombies. No more zombies. No more zombie equivalents. No, nada. No. I do like pretty boys. I love me some pretty boys. But sometimes you just need a little rugged. Ugh. Human experiments. See, one of these could be Cloud's dad. Alright, I need to change to my queen.
Should not experiment?
Oh, I forgot. These ones are weak against ice. Crap! I made a mistake. Nah, fuck it. I'll just deal with it. Nope. Yep. I know. It was a weird thing to be hung up about, but I'm hung up about it, okay? Don't judge me and the fact that I have I shouldn't have done that. There's a reason for my madness. And I hit the wrong button. And I hit the wrong button again. Where's my thunder? Give it back. Don't steal my thunder. You jerks. So yes, while I love me some pretty boys. Love pretty boys. I actually... I'm bi. I like everybody. But Barrett,
he's okay.
He can get it.
You sure?
He can get it. And plus, sometimes you just need a man.
Making me worry like that.
And he looks like a man that would actually help me with shit.
Like shit.
I don't know. Capable men are sexy.
Thank God.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't think he'd be able to help with the dishes.
Okay.
And yes, that was an ableist joke, and I accept this, but...
sure.
He'd help with stuff. Or at least find a way to make ends meet so I can be a housewife for a little bit.
You all right?
Look at how beautiful she is.
What is this? Barrett!
I love Tifa so much. Now, Tifa, I would be a sugar mama for. I go full sugar mama. Zombies. Zombie equivalent. I hate you. I hate all of you. I hate you. You with your dingleberries. Exactly. I need somebody that'll take care of me. Hey. Take that! And that, you jerk face! Alright. Ooh, I'm gonna do this. Come at me, bro. You know, I think if we ever did have to suffer a zombie apocalypse, strangely enough, I think I'd be fine if I had Barrett with me. I don't know why, but I think the Cloud would probably be immune. Tifa would be screwed, but she would not be frontline. Hey. Motherfucker.
Getting real tired of this shit.
This is ridiculous.
Where am I going?
We gotta close that door. Tifa, you're up.
Yep, I'm going.
Okay, cover me. See all that? Nope. Okay, not all of us are Olympic level gymnasts, but I'll take it. Okay, who's at me? It's using its friends as weapons?
I wouldn't call them friends. What am I being heads up about? Unknown entity. Failed experiment. Yeah, we're all good.
Seriously?
Hey, ugly. Your mother was a shrew. Ah. Jerk face. The Bestica. Yeah, I was just saying that. Like, when I first played this, I kid you not, I threw a fit. I threw a legitimate fit because just, I am done to death with zombies as a whole. And I'm a coward. I don't care who knows, I'm a coward. So I didn't know. I was not about it. Was not happy about it either. Because it's like, dude, no. No. Actually, you know what? We don't do this. Aiming for the heart. Oh, excuse me. Like, yeah. Like, this is Olympic level gymnast. Seriously. But no, I was not about this chapter. It is my second least favorite chapter in the entirety of the game. Mostly because of Barrett. Because he's so slow, and I love Barrett. I love him. Worship the ground he walks on. But too freaking slow. Too slow. I was not about it. Oh, hang on. Who are we summoning? Who is summoning? Spells? I forgot. Who has the summons? I haven't done this in a while.
We absorbed it?
Okay, run away! Run, my queen! You are the designated survivor! Ah! Well, yeah, like, I'd steal her too, but she's also the fastest. Like, really, when it comes to speed, we're all just competing for second place. And this mofo keeps trying to jump on me. So now you can get a taste of your own medicine! My fat chocobo. Look at how cute he is! I'm just gonna hide behind... What you doing? I'm just gonna hide behind the chocobo. I love chocobo. Hang on. One second. So, this is how much I love chocobo. I actually bought the Square Enix chocobo charm. I love chocobos. They're so fucking cute. It is just the cutest fucking thing. Where'd you come from? Why are you trying to step on my woman? We gonna help our woman. Because I'm not paying attention like I should be. Oh, crap. She's dazed. Dazed and confused. Okay, we gon' do the thing. Come on. Get up. Oh, the heart's exposed. Let's get it. Let's get it. Maximum fury. Take that, motherfucker. Okay, hang on. Here comes Cloud, about to do the tuxedo mask thing.
Cloud!
About time, Merc.
You're up.
Late to the party and you giving me orders?
Wait, is that an eyeball in his face?
Hell yeah!
Is that an eyeball? Am I only just now noticing the eyeball in his face?
So how'd you manage to track us down?
Followed the trail of bullet holes. There's nobody else I know who'd leave that kind of mess.
And he said it with a straight face. I love Barrett, but damn, he's slow. He's special. I love him. Love him. One of those tube thingies is Cloud's daddy.
Oh God, were those...
People?
Yeah. That's the Shinra I know.
Cloud?
They'd do it too. They would do it. You're meant to. Okay, I'm surprised that cat didn't try to start eating him. Agreed.
What the hell was that?
Okay, that is the umpteenth time that Tifa's held her back. She needs a massage. Cloud, stat.
We need to get him somewhere safe. Everything else can wait until after.
Agreed. Let's go.
It's just like, see how strong Barrett is? That's a man that could take care of me if I asked. They really are the best.
Cloud.
Good kitty.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. Like, Wedge is not light. As a fellow fluffy person, see this? That's kind of hot.
I want you to take Wedge back from me.
How?
I'm gonna look around for the others. He made it, didn't he? They could still be alive.
I saw them both at the pillar. Jesse and Biggs. Saw how bad they were hurt. I'm sorry, but...
Oh.
Don't.
That puppy face.
They've returned to the planet.
Oh.
They were supposed to return to us.
Oh. I love his face so much.
But if we stop now, they'll never let us live it down.
Yep. Flat like a pizza, too.
So...
And that was before the
carry
plate
that
fell.
weight.
Yes, I'm a petty bench. But... on a completely, not really unrelated note, but... Oh, hang on a second.
I'm sorry. I truly am. We had no other place to go, and...
I would never leave a wounded man out on the street.
That cat is eating up all that attention.
Elmira, I know what you said, but you have to let us go after Aerith.
Not this again.
We found an underground Shinra lab, where they've done human testing. This wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists. Especially to that son of a bitch, Hojo. We're all just numbers and meat to him. But...
Please, I need some time to think. You've all had a long day. Why don't you go upstairs and get some rest?
Alright. I am actually going to wrap it up here. Nope, never mind. No, I'm not. We're going to have a moment. We're going to have a moment. And then we're going to wrap it up for the night. Okay, everybody's okay? You're gonna have a moment. But yeah, I do I know they like to, the DDC, the subset of a subset of a subset, likes to crucify Tifa for essentially acting as Cloud's restraint. Because Cloud can be a little bullheaded. He'll keep charging because he knows. You know how when you know you're right, even though everybody else is looking at you like, dude, motherfucker, calm down. So yeah, she does get crucified for it, but I don't disagree. While he is right, I don't disagree with it. But she gets crucified for it, even though they're all essentially on the same page and just like, okay, we should probably get Elmira's blessing.
No. You too?
Hang on.
I heard footsteps.
Sorry. Didn't mean to wake you.
I'm a light sleeper. It's a soldier thing.
That flower you gave me the other night, that was from Aerith, wasn't it? I knew there was something weird going on. You buying flowers? They symbolize reunion, believe it or not. I was curious, so I looked it up. I tried to keep it alive as long as I could. But now, it's dead and buried. Like the bar, our home, and everything else.
I can't
They
walk
took
or cry.
everything from us. Again.
Okay, sure, cry. I'm a wimp. Don't judge me. I'm a sympathetic crier. Leave me alone. My cookie loving heart.
Cloud. Cloud, you're hurting me. It's stupid. I know that crying's a waste of time.
That's not true.
Thank you.
They are. They really are. And I
You've
love
done
how
more for us than we deserve. I won't forget this. If you ever need anything, all you gotta do is holler.
Happy to help out, however I can.
Elmira.
I've been thinking about what you said.
She's calling out to me. I can feel it.